Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. I am going to be going through this journey of life over 50, beauty, wellness, health, um, all things that have to do the whole journey of being over 50. I started this channel because there needs to be more representation on YouTube with YouTubers over 50, but also nobody told us when we were younger, hey, this is what you can expect when you get to a certain age. And these are things that are going to happen to you. And these are the changes that you'll be experiencing. And these are the things that you need to think about. And nobody explained this to us. Nobody told us. It was just like this secret that we didn't know about. So I appreciate you joining me. And if there's ever any topics or anything that you want to see or have me go over or discuss, please let me know in the comments below. I am talking a little bit funny. I do have my Invisalign in. That's another thing that you'll experience as you get older. Your teeth shift and they will continue to shift. And even if you had braces years ago when you were younger, they're going to change. And so I've noticed a lot of people in our age bracket with braces, with Invisalign. And that, again, is something that was never really discussed or that you didn't know was something to expect. So anyways, I just wanted to hop on here real quick. I do work. I have a full-time job. I'm a mother as well. That part hasn't changed. I still have to go to work every day. But I was getting ready and I was thinking about one thing would be working and the thought and idea of retirement. It's becoming it's becoming an it's becoming a thought that is creeping into my mind more and more. So I thinking back on it, I believe my mom retired at 55. She worked so hard her whole life, and I pushed her to consider retirement for her health and her well-being, but she didn't have a high-paying job, very close to minimum wage her whole life, but she was able to save and work and save and work to where she felt comfortable enough to retire. So I thought, well, how much do you need to retire comfortably? And how do I want to live in retirement? Do I want to sell my home? Is this too much home for me? Where would I want to move? These are all things that I'm thinking about constantly, even though I know in the long run, in the big picture, in the grand scheme of things, I'm not ready to retire yet. I still have to get my children through college and off on their own in adulthood. And so I want to make sure I have the ability to help see that through. So I'm not looking to retire anytime soon, but being over 50, some people are, and that's awesome. I would love to be able to retire early, but that's not in the cards for me. I was kind of a late bloomer, and my husband and I both were kind of a late bloomer, so we didn't start our savings journey till later in life. So we are in the middle of that and figuring it out and recalibrating, but that's something that has been consuming my thoughts quite a bit is, when do I want to retire? How do we go about doing it? What are the challenges? What are the benefits? Is it worth it? Is it not? There's a lot of retirement channels on YouTube, so certainly you can find a wealth of information to help make that decision for you. But my one takeaway from it is, if you haven't already thought about it, regardless of your age, think about it now. The sooner you think about it and the sooner you take action on it and make decisions about your retirement, the better it's going to be and the easier it's going to be in the long run. So that's just one thing that I am like okay, I need to make a plan. I need to decide what I want to do, like set a goal for when we would want to retire, how we're going to go about doing it. So those are some things that I've just been thinking about on a daily basis. Um, Second, becoming an empty nester is happening sooner than I thought. And looking back, you think you have so much time when your children are young. And then in the blink of an eye, which everybody tells you in the blink of an eye, it changes. And the next thing you know, they're off to college. I didn't have a college experience with sending my child off to college, dropping them off to college. It was a very positive and exciting experience. I think I got my anxiety and my stress and my fears and worries and sadness regarding them going off to school their senior year in high school. So by the time we got to where it was college drop off time, it was more excitement for them and starting their journey and their next chapter in their life. So if you can kind of switch your thinking with that, yes, the dynamics of your household changes. Yes, it's sad because for the last 17, 18 years, you've had this wonderful human being living with you and dependent upon you, and now they're not going to be there anymore. And the thought of that is scary and it is sad. But if you can shift your perspective in that, they're like, for me, they're taking opportunities I didn't necessarily have or take advantage of, and that's on me. But my excitement for them and to experience it with them helped make that transition a lot easier. I still have another child in the household, but again, thinking about the future for them, thinking about becoming an empty nester and how that's going to change the dynamic in my household, how that can affect decisions I make regarding daily living, travel, retirement, expenses, all of that is something that's coming sooner than I ever imagined. So hopefully some of you resonate with what I'm trying to say, but hopefully some of you resonate with what I'm trying to say, and we can kind of take this journey together because this is also new. And then lastly is being perimenopausal, going through physical changes, changes with my body, changes with my mind, changes with daily living. I was always athletic. I was always involved in extracurriculars growing up, um, extracurriculars in college. So, I was very much into lifting in as a young adult and health and fitness. So, hitting like late 40s and early 50s stage, no one really sat me down and said, hey, this is what you can expect. And these are all the weird changes that you're going to have. So this is all very new to me, and navigating that has been quite the challenge. I've had way more doctor's visits and doctor's appointments and checkups and, MRIs and CT scans and ultrasounds than I ever thought I would have. When you're younger, especially if you're healthy and active, you take that for granted and you take advantage of the idea that you're always going to be that way and you're never going to physically feel a difference. But one of my first symptoms was just joint pain and inflammation, and it getting harder to get right up from the floor and just start walking or going up and down stairs. Not that it was crippling or anything like that, but just you notice the difference. And, I did have a DEXA scan a year and a half ago, and I have osteopenia. For someone who lifted the majority of their life, that was shocking to me. So don't take your health for granted is what I'm trying to say. Even if you're young, even if you're healthy now, things are going to change. It's just natural. It's natural progression, but nobody really sits you down and says, hey, these are things you need to think about. You need to start thinking about your cardiovascular health. You need to think about your brain, and you need to think about your physical health going into the future, and healthy aging, and the longevity of the health that you have going into your later years and into retirement, because it's going to affect everything. And it's all consuming to me now, because I don't, like, going back, I wish I had known some of the things that I know now, because maybe I would not guarantee, not necessarily, but maybe I would have done things a little bit differently. Maybe I would have made some different choices. So at this point, all I can do is get as much information as I can, make changes. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in the flip of a switch. I've made some, goals for 2026, and I'm trying to make better choices, healthier choices, and that's okay. Starting gradually, starting slowly to create those habits. That's what I'm aiming for. But um, I can definitely have another chit chat conversation about specifically perimenopausal symptoms, going through that in your late 40s, early 50s, headed towards that stage of menopause, which I'm not in yet, but things that I'm doing to try to prolong that stage in my life and to prolong being as healthy as I can. So, anyways, I just wanted to get on here and have a little quick chit chat before I go to work, just because I literally was doing my hair, putting my makeup on, and the whole time I was thinking about these things. And I'm like, well, if I'm thinking about it, other women, other men, other people are too. So let's talk about it. Let's share our experiences. Let's go through this journey together and help each other figure this out. YouTube is a fantastic platform to not only share with others how you're feeling and what you're thinking, but also to gain what others are, because collectively we're all in this together, and any information we can get is going to only help us. So anyways, I thank you for joining me today. Again, if there's any information that you are looking for or want to hear or want me to discuss, please let me know. I'm new to this. This is a little awkward for me to sit here and have a chit chat in the morning. The house is quiet right now. I'm here by myself and my dog. I really appreciate you taking the time. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. And I look forward to continuing this conversation. All right, see you later.